Hi, friends. Let me tell you a little story. It's July 29th. A man walks into a building shared by the NFL as their national headquarters in Blackstone Incorporated with an assault rifle and opens fire, killing 3 in the lobby, one of which an off-duty cop making extra corpo dollars protecting rich executives. And hats off to him, at least he's being open and honest about his existence, which is far more than I can say for, the rest of cops. Later, a note was allegedly found at the scene in which the man blames the NFL, which he was never at any point associated with, for his alleged mental illness he allegedly believed was caused by chronic traumatic encephalopathy, which he then allegedly blamed the NFL for, though he never played for the NFL. After unaliving 3 people in the lobby, he took an elevator to the 33rd floor and killed one last person. And this is where it goes from typical American to something a little more interesting. Among the 4 people killed was a woman named Wesley LePatner, who just happens to be the global head executive for something known as the Blackstone Real Estate Income Trust, hilariously referred to internally as Bright, an unsurprising term when you understand that Bright has a $57 billion net asset value and $275 billion in market capitalization. And though I'm just a poor boy and couldn't tell you what these strings of words actually mean, I can tell you what it means for your reality. Wesley LePatner is the reason you pay $2,300 for a 2-bedroom condo in Villa Rica, Georgia, 20 miles outside of Atlanta. You see, friends, when COVID was keeping us all inside the house, Wesley LePatner was buying every single family home she could get her hands on in nearly every part of the country, but most prominently in the southeastern United States. And once the eviction moratorium was lifted, well, she bought all those as well. Matter of fact, it turns out that in some communities, Bright is the only landlord, owning 7,100 homes in Atlanta, 4,000 in Charlotte, 3,000 in Dallas, and around another 2,000 in both Phoenix, Arizona, and Tampa, Florida. And these are just the major cities. After buying all the houses, and please allow me to help you understand, they did this not by paying people, but with the help of an AI algorithm charged with locating properties and making bids. And if someone else wanted that house, your friends and neighbors, perhaps, it would immediately outbid any incoming bids by people who thought they'd finally reached the point that they could buy their family a home. Bright then went about raising rent prices as much as 79% in some places, which is well over double the market rate. One of these places, San Diego, just happens to be where the shooter drove cross-country from, going through Colorado and Nebraska to ultimately end up at the Blackstone offices in Manhattan with an assault rifle. Take a moment and Google Blackstone shooting. The first 10 results aren't going to tell you any of this, but they'll give you the number to Blackstone Shooting Sports, an arms dealer in Charlotte, North Carolina. And this is by design. They don't want you to know the person who jacked up rent beyond affordability across this country was left in a pool of her own blood. They don't want you to know this for exactly one reason, because they know if you do, it will peel back one more layer of an increasingly nude facade, because they know if you do, that you will cheer. It's time to cheer.